excited. We're going to bring you a comedian once. He hasn't performed here in a while, and he even brought a friend. So let's give it up for Mr. Eric Cash.
What's up, Meow mix? Oh my goodness. I was in San Francisco comic for a really long time, and then I relocated to Portland because I didn't like being happy. So it's really nice to be back here. It's really nice to be in a city where people dress like they own a fucking mirror. That's awesome. Don't go to Portland. The whole town looks like they got shot through a free box at 50 miles a fucking hour. It's ridiculous. Really? You decided to coordinate that vintage sweater that the dead guy that used to own it never got laid in with that sombrero? Okay, cool. That's awesome. It's nice to be back in the Bay Area. It's fucking great. I love it. Sloppy, messed up drag show. That makes me happy. They have drag shows in Portland, but like the rest of the country, they don't do drag shows like San Francisco does. They do them like real, like everyone's on time, and like they don't have this, like these just fucked up, sloppy, high on poppers. Like, I'm gonna fucking smear my mascara into the next bar, kind of fucking. This town owns that shit. Yeah. This town owns it. It makes me so happy. It makes me happy to be back here amongst just meow mix, just sloppy as shit on a fucking Tuesday night. It's just so happy. You know, there's nothing like a good old-fashioned roundtable discussion on where you were on 9/11 to awkwardly remind you of how much younger than you the girl you're fucking is. That was completely unintentional. I didn't mean to do that. A friend of mine was God damn it, microphone. I just want to tell jokes and you need to fucking start. Good boy. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, a friend of mine was in town, a comic friend of mine on tour from LA, and we were hanging out and we were talking like really rapidly because the amount of cocaine we've done, and we were swapping 9/11 stories, and I was like, oh yeah, man. When 9/11 happened, I was on tour in Richmond, California, and this crazy shit went down. My friend Sean was like, yeah, man, when 9/11 happened, I was on tour in Austin, Texas, and this crazy shit went down. And then my girl piped up and went, when 9/11 happened, I was in the 4th grade. And, we're so coked out, both me and Sean didn't skip a beat. We just both whipped around and went, when I was in the 4th grade, I watched the Challenger explode. And I didn't mean to date a younger girl, it just happened. And don't fucking judge me, I'm a 37-year-old widower. I get to spend my nights with whoever keeps me from chewing a shotgun the next day. I am fine, I get to do whatever the hell I want. And I didn't mean to date a younger girl, it just happened. That's who it happened. And I realized the reason it's twisted my head around so far, she's 14 years younger than me, and I never dated a younger girl before. And I realized the reason that fucks me up so hard is because I'm 37 years old, so I was just never previously old enough to date someone 14 years younger than me and have it be legally okay. Like I just decided one day to date a younger girl that my decrepit hand reached as far back in time and crawled into that crib just on this side of the law and scooped her out. I didn't mean to. And she's awesome. I love her to death. But the 14 years thing is really twisting my head around because she's a goth girl, so everything she listens to was released 2 years before she was born. I bought it the day it came out. 14 years does technically mean that I'm old enough to be her father, and I'm not. I checked. But I'm pretty sure that when I paid for my first abortion, she was 2. So there's that. Again, don't judge me. I paid for it. I'm not an asshole. I'm just horny and make stupid fucking mistakes. She's crazy as shit. And that's par for the course for me. I've been dating crazy girls long enough to have an honorary psychology degree with a major in borderline personality disorder and a minor in Wicca. And don't think that I'm throwing rocks at this person that I adore when I say that she's crazy. Like, I know why I date a crazy girl. It's because I'm out of my fucking mind. I'm nuts too. It's an even playing field, you know what I mean? I don't like it when people use the word crazy to try to throw people down a flight of stairs in an argument or something, or just like diminish what they're saying. There's a problem with that word crazy. I love it. I own it. I'm nuts as shit. But there's a problem when psychology uses it, because psychology, I like psychology. It's great. I like it just as much as I like reading about other shit that I don't understand on the internet. But at the same time, psychology has a problem because it promotes itself as a science, and it's not a science. It's a pseudoscience. Because in science, you use a scientific method. Part of using a scientific method is utilizing a control group. And in psychology, there's no control group. You know what I mean? Like you have this person that has this disorder, you have this person that has this disorder, and this person chews on their shoulder for this reason, and this person vacuums the carpet while wearing a skirt made out of baby dolls for this reason. But when you diagnose people with this stuff, if you had a control group, that would mean that you have a gaggle of sane people locked up in a chain link fence somewhere, and if any one of you shows me a sane person, I will swallow this microphone sideways. There's not a sane person on the face of the planet. It doesn't fucking exist. Like right now there's 11 different anxiety disorders. 11 different. And I'm not taking anything away from anybody that has one. Like, I understand. I wake up screaming on a regular basis. I know it's painful, but psychology never popped back for a second and went, wait, maybe all these people aren't sick. Maybe we just put them in a poisonous petri dish. Maybe the problem isn't the people themselves, but like no one went like, oh, you have an anxiety disorder? Well, you know, you do happen to be a shining being of light trapped in an ill-fitting monkey suit wandering around in a rock that's hurtling through space at hundreds of thousands of miles per hour around a cosmic furnace, making contact with other shining beings of light through your eyes because that's where the information escapes. By the way, speaking of information, you know deep down in your guts, and science has proven, that your information, everything that makes you up, your hopes and your dreams and everything you've ever thought, everything you've ever remembered, has existed since the beginning of time, and maybe there's some sort of sense to this cosmic loop that we're all stuck in and everything keeps happening over and over and over again. But you live in a capitalist economy where you're forced to go work a job where you pull a lever on a machine making pieces of another machine you've never seen what that other machine looks like, just so that you can trade your effort for pieces of paper that some asshole convinced you represent wealth and resources, but the guy that convinced you of that doesn't even have a job in the first place. He just piles all those pieces of paper up underneath him as he makes other people work for him, just so you can trade your efforts for a hut to put your monkey suit in and food to put in its face. By the way, did we mention the food is poison and you're a little bit stressed out? Oh, you must have a disorder. Take this pill and go back to work. That's it for me, guys. My name is Eric Cash.